Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Bucket List Homestead. If you're new here, my name is Lynn and I know I have quite a few new subscribers, so welcome. Thank you so much. Today is one of my favorite videos to do because it's also my favorite time of the year, just about. It is seed haul video day, and as you can see in the beginning, my loofah have sprouted much quicker than I thought they would. They typically take 20 days or more, and it's been 3 or 4. So I must be doing something right. I still have, sorry, if I look like I'm looking away, it's because I'm looking at them. I have 1, 2, 3, I think 6 pots that have 2 seeds in them each that haven't done anything yet. So fingers crossed, but 2, 4, 6, 8, yeah, 8 seeds out of, I think, 30. I'll have to double check. Not germinating. I think they're pretty good odds. So I hope the rest of the seed starting season goes as well. So as I said, I'm going to share with you my seed haul. It's not as large a one as usual because I still have a lot of seeds from last year, and I've been saving more of my seeds from previous harvest. But then again, I'm a little bit of a seed addict and I can't pass up seeds. Some of these seeds are from actually the end of the season last year. And my gardener had a really big clearance sale on some of his seeds, so I bought some. And then Rem from Rem's Family Farm sent me a gift card to MI Gardener, so of course I had to buy some more. And I have to say, for us here in Canada, MI Gardener is fabulous deal because if you spend $20, you get free shipping. And I mean, it's not hard to spend $20 on seeds. I personally, this is my first year buying from MI Gardener. I'm really excited too because I know how many people I know who've had amazing results with his seeds. So that's fabulous. And yeah, I mean, the prices, I don't think any of his seeds are more than $2 a package. I'm pretty sure they're all $2. And some of these I got for $1 because they were clearanced last year. So, and then just a couple others I've picked up. I'm also going to talk to you a little bit about my plans, when I'm doing different, when I'm doing the same this year. And yeah, so grab a cup of tea or coffee and we're going to get into it. So first, I've put off doing this video a little bit because I've been waiting for a seed order to arrive and it still hasn't shown up. And that is also because of a gift card I got for Christmas. So I have a few more seeds coming. I will tell you what they are, but I won't be able to show you them because, as I said, they haven't shown up. One of the things I've been really busy, I've been planning this year's garden since the end of last year's garden, and there's going to be a whole video about the new planning and everything coming because David's drawing up the plans, because I am not a landscaper or drawer or anything. This is my drawing of last year's garden. So yeah, thank goodness I have a husband who was blessed with the talent of drawing, and part of his job in the military was figuring out dimensions and all that to get loads onto the airplanes and everything. So he's great at this kind of thing. That video will be coming later. I'm very, very excited to have this new build this year because, like David said, he wants to make my work easier, not harder, and work smarter, not harder. So anyway, the last couple of weeks I have been busy making notes and researching because I really want to be a better gardener, do a better planning. I'm sorry, I have to keep stopping because Lily, the puppy, she's definitely my dog, and she's wanting a lot of attention even though I've given her a ton this morning. So I'm sorry if this video is going to seem a little stop and go for a little bit. Hopefully Gracie can keep her entertained long enough for me to finish this video. So yes, I've been doing a lot of research, and one of my goals this year is to be a better gardener this year, to actually plan and pay attention a little bit better to directions and things. So that said, I started my own cute little chart that I made, okay, and has all my dates, and obviously I've already started my loofah, okay. Nothing else, so I think the next thing is like March 14th. Yeah, March 14th, so we're good. So I've made that, and I also wanted a a list I could go to that tells me what needs a heating mat when we start it, what needs light, what doesn't need light to germinate, because not all seeds need light to germinate. And I just don't have the time to do that myself. And I thought somebody has had to already put all this together into some kind of list. And then, say that out into the universe, whatever. And I happened to watch Sarah from Living Traditions Homestead just a couple of days ago put out a video. She was starting her herbs, and she's talking about how on her Etsy shop, they have a list exactly of what I was looking for. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So I went to the Etsy shop, and I'll link it down below. I'm not affiliated or anything. It's very inexpensive. It was like $2. And that, I'm not going to show it too quick because, so they've done a list, and they have put whether you need heat mat, whether you need light, how many days to germination. All that's already been done for me. So I'm like, yay. I do have a list on my computer of days to germination, or days to maturity, and things. So I have that. And I don't think they don't have the days to maturity on this list. But I just wanted something for starting seeds. I have the other thing already done. And so I highly recommend this. It's the best $2 you're going to spend, and it comes as a PDF file right off of Etsy. Easy peasy. So, and it helps them out. So, I don't know them personally, but they're one of the very first homesteading videos we're watching the last little bit, and they're great videos. So I will link their channel down below, and I will also link to their Etsy shop to get that file. Very handy. Okay, that said, let's get to what I bought. So I'll tell you what I have not shown up yet. So that is from Gaia Seeds, and that is, again, an order that's from a gift card that my friend Mary Lynn from Little Homestead on the Beach sent me a gift card. She knows it's one of my favorite places to get seeds. They're local-ish. I mean, they're here in Ontario, about a couple hours away from me. But anyway, so what I got coming from them is a mix of zinnias. I know I saved a lot of zinnia seeds of my own, but these are spectacular looking, and they're called Isn't This Romantic Mix of zinnias, and they're just, the shades of pinks and things in them are just spectacular, and I am definitely going to be saving a lot of those seeds next year. I also, I got Roma tomatoes coming. I'll talk more about tomatoes in a minute. And I have Greek or oregano coming, because I know one oregano plant is not going to be enough this year, because I've already gone through all my oregano that I dried from last year. It seemed like so much, but so I'm definitely going to be planting more oregano. And I also have Ladybird Rose nasturtiums coming. Again, I saved a lot of my nasturtiums from seeds from last year, but these were just, folks, they're beautiful. They're so pretty. The colors, the pinks, because most of the nasturtiums I planted were oranges and yellows. So I'm so excited to get these. And then the other thing is rosemary. I'm going to grow my own rosemary this year because I bought a plant last year. It was wonderful, but it's still not enough for what I need. I use, I make it, and actually, I don't only just cook it with it. I use a hair tonic that I make with it, that I just love, and so I need more rosemary. So those are the things that are supposedly coming. I emailed them and asked them where they were, and they still haven't emailed me. So I'm hoping it's just because they're so busy. So, okay. What I'm going to show you are the ones I bought. So I have some more morning glories that I'll be planting. These are one of my favorites, and they didn't do great last year, so I'm hoping with the new design with the garden, they're going to do better. So we have some morning glories, and that is one of my goals this year, to plant more flowers, because I want, not only they're beautiful, I mean, it's nice, I love going in my garden, as excited as I get to see my vegetables growing, seeing the flowers, just, there's just, there's nothing wrong with beauty, right, in the garden. So, but I also want to plant more things for the pollinators. Definitely. I mean, I had a lot last year. I saw so many bees and butterflies on my zinnias and my sunflowers last year. It was amazing. So flowers are definitely more of what I want to grow this year. And I did get another pack just in case, because I didn't I wasn't so sure because last year was my first year growing nasturtiums and trying to save the seeds. I don't know how well I did. So I managed to pick up another pack of the orange and yellow. I also picked up, these are one of my favorites, columbines. I love them. I already have a couple of these growing. They're perennial. So instead of, I had a couple, but some died. So I have one that comes back, and they're just beautiful. I love columbines. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to start my own. So I got those, and those obviously, those are Mackenzie seeds. I think Mackenzie's a Canadian company. I'm pretty sure they are. So I got those. Now, the ones I got from M.I. Gardner. And, oh, so I got some marigolds because, one, they're supposed to be a really good pest deterrent. These are also in the calendula family. And they're also the month of October's birth flower, which is when Gracie was born. So we like to plant them. So I plant sweet peas for April because that's when Aiden was born. So, yeah. So I got some marigolds. And these are called Cracker Jack Mix. So pretty. So I got them. And oh, these are just gorgeous. Autumn Beauty Sunflower. Aren't they pretty? And then I grow some pretty gorgeous sunflowers. And I mean, and I saved a ton. I always save so many, more than I need. But the squirrels dig up a lot. So I plant pretty much hundreds of them. These ones are so gorgeous. And there's 75 seeds in this. 75 seeds. And this was a last year. This is one of the ones I got clearance. I paid $1, I think, for these 75 seeds. Like, check out M.I. Gardner. Honestly, prices are amazing. I think that was it. Oh, no, and then I got some calendula. And these were this year's. Even though I saved a lot, I still bought some. Because I had a gift card I had to use. These I bought at the end of the year. I've always wanted to grow these. And when I saw these, I thought it was a sign to finally get some. Oh, how gorgeous are these? Glass gem corns. I mean, and they're not just for looks. You can also use these as popcorn, which is what I'm excited to try. So it's just spectacular. I mean, how is that not going to be gorgeous? Oh, I can't wait. So 20 seeds in there. Okay. And again, they were the ones I got last year, so they were clearanced. These ones I also got. Oh, and then I also got some purple coneflower. The bees love this. I have very few plants on my property that were here when we moved in, and they've kind of gotten in the way of the weed whacker the last couple of years. So I want it more. And this is 200 seeds. And again, this is ones I got last year, so I did not pay full price for these. So, okay. And then I told myself last year, at the end of the year, Lynn, we're not going to bother growing kidney beans or anything because as easy as they are, you do need to plant lots. I mean, what I was able to salvage is maybe by the time I can them, I might get 2 cans out of what I planted and saved last year. It was more of an experiment just to try growing them, and they did grow easy and they, wonderful. But I definitely needed to plant like probably 4 times, more than 4 times. Anyway, our bulk barn sells them very cheap, dried beans. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can definitely, work smarter, not harder. I can buy these and can them myself. I must have forgot to tell myself that because when I saw them on clearance, I bought a bag of 25 light red kidney beans. So I might be planting some more this year. We'll see. We will see with the new garden design if I have room. I really should have reminded myself. And then again, in that line, I also saw, these were new. I actually bought these with my gift card. So I guess I decided, yeah, I guess we will we will grow a few. These are supposed to be really good for soups and stews. I got 2 packets of 25 each. So that is double what I grew last year of the beans. So Jacob's cattle beans. I just thought they were so pretty, and I thought they'd look really beautiful in some soup. So I guess I'm growing those this year. And again, for some reason, I guess because I like the name and they're beautiful, And these are also, they can grow to be the size of a quarter, and they have a semi-sweet flavor. Christmas lima beans. And again, look how beautiful those are. You know, sometimes I just grow things because they're gorgeous. You know, God is an artist, and how can you say no to those? And I did buy these last year, so again, these were a clearance, and these are also something I don't have to start inside. These ones are the Jacob Cattle or the kidney, so that's kind of nice. I also don't have to start the corn inside, so that was also a plus. So it looks like we are growing some beans this year, even though I said I wasn't going to, other than green yellow beans, of course. Okay. I'm going to talk about those in a minute. Next on my list, I got these last year, so these were clearance. Jumbo cantaloupes. My cantaloupes did horrible last year, but it's totally my fault. I planted them in a ridiculous spot. I'm not going to do watermelon this year, but I am going to try cantaloupe one more time. This will be my third year, and if it doesn't work, I'm not going to do it anymore. But I love cantaloupe, even more than watermelon. So we get 50 seeds. These are the rest of the ones I got last year. I'm really excited. Golden Hubbard squash. I couldn't find them last year. They were sold out everywhere. So one I got is sweet meat squash. Again, these are more tolerant to the powdered mildew that a lot of the squashes can get. And they're fiberless. And the longer they store, the better the flavor. So, and they're just beautiful. So sweet meat squash. And these are so pretty. So pretty. And these are perfect for pies. Winter luxury pumpkins. Are they not gorgeous? And again, these are fiberless. So once they're baked, it mashes really nice into creamy, which what I'm looking forward to. It says it doesn't keep long, so you need to freeze it pretty close to when you pick them. 10 seeds. So they're just so pretty. I hope fingers crossed, I hope they work. So, and then the last things I got last year, because they were on sale, I got some Blue Lake pole beans. Pretty sure this is the variety I grew last year and had really good success with them. There's 25 in here. I definitely got to buy more. I saved some, but I think this might be something more I buy. I might just buy them from our local co-op store, feed store. Some more green and yellow beans, because I know I did not save enough because I canned every bean I could get last year, and that's one thing we eat a lot of. So I've got one. I don't know why I only got one. Maybe it was all that they had available. I'm not sure. I wish I could go back and talk to Fall Self and ask her, why did you only buy one? But I can't. And the last thing I got from last year, this is new for me, and I'm really excited because this is also a lot of, it's got a caramel maple scent and flavor, which I was really excited for, and it's really good for digestion and things. Fenugreek. Again, one I've been wanting to grow for a while, but haven't been able to find. So that was all last year's seeds. This year's seeds, I guess I have more to show you than I thought. Lemon balm. I grew it last year, and I am going to grow it every single year, but I didn't get a chance to save any of the seeds before I got a chance. So this year I got to keep it better. It's also good for tea. And 300 seeds. I won't be planting all these this year, so this little packet's going to do me a while. This is new for me this year, and I'm so excited. Marshmallow. How beautiful is that? Again, it's great for tea. It is, I mean, and you can also use the roots and leaves are edible, and you can fry them with onions and garlic, which is crazy, but I just might try it. And if you harvest the extract from the roots, you can actually make marshmallows. I don't know if that's something I can necessarily do here in my home, extracting the essence from the root. Extract from the root, I don't know, but we're certainly going to give it a try. There's 50 seeds. Again, I won't use them all. This one I have to actually cold stratify, and I have on my handy dandy chart written down, marshmallow, cold stratify March 14th. So about 30 days before I need to plant them. So this is the only one I have to cold stratify. And I'm actually going to do it this year. Sometimes I don't, but I'm actually going to. The other one I got, this is new, lemon mint. One I've been looking for, and I found it through In My Gardener, lemon mint. I mean, it's just beautiful, for one. And yeah, just the scent that's going to come out of these. Great for cooking, teas. Another new one. I'm really excited. Pink celery. It's gorgeous. Didn't even know there was such a thing. This is supposed to be easier to grow than traditional celery, which I am not I fail miserably at growing celery. I'm not a celery grower. I did get one plant to produce a few last year that I got from Dave Knight at the conference. He gave us all some celery, and out of the 4, I was able to get, I got some out of one and some out of another. So not too bad, but it wasn't Dave's fault because the plants were beautiful. It was my fault and the dirt I put them in. That was one of the things I put in that dirt that nothing did well. Very well. So this one is traditionally skinnier, but it's stronger in the celery flavor. And it's supposed to be really good in soups, which is primarily what I want it for. I'm going to dehydrate it. But it's just beautiful. So yay. And that's when I have to start inside. My red Geneva onions. This is one that start indoors 8 to 10 weeks. When do I have that starting? Okay, about 8 weeks before. I'm going to still grow these the same way I did last year. I'm just going to grow them, not so many in the pots. I grew them in really big plant pots last year, and I had too many plants in each pot, and I think I got 4 onions, if I remember correctly, 4 or 6. 2 good size, and the majority were smaller. We still ate them. They were delicious. More than I've ever gotten before. That's the most I've ever gotten, because before I've never gotten any. So I was pretty happy to get what I have, but I definitely want more. And I'm going to try caramelizing them and things, because I call these purple onions. I know they're calling them red, but to me that's purple. That's not red. So that's one thing I'm going to do the same in pots, but less of them in the pots. And then these are just so cute. Wee bee pumpkins. Wee bee little pumpkins. The last seeds I got are Roma tomato seeds. I have these and another one coming. And I have made the decision that I'm not starting tomatoes from seed this year. I never have much luck doing it, for one. I have to be smart on how much space I have in my home to start them. Last year, we had seedlings growing everywhere. And it gets a bit crowded, and that's when I start to feel anxiety, when things are very, very crowded and cluttered and I can't get in and move around and stuff. So, and like I said, I just don't have much success, but when I buy them already, I have a lot more success. So, that said, and I don't need 200 tomato plants. I don't. Out of the 10 I had last year, I was able to can quite a few jars of tomato sauce. I mean, we still have quite a few jars. So my plan is to get 10 from my neighbor, who has a little shop where she sells her starts. They're organic. They're wonderful. I got some from her last year, so I'm going to get 10. And yeah, it may cost me $20 to get 10 of them, but to me, that's worth it. So these seeds and the ones coming are just going to go into storage until maybe next year I'll start some. I don't know, because I am still going to start my pepper plants. Absolutely, because that we do eat a lot of, and that I do want a lot of plants. So I guess this takes us to, now I got to put all these away. So yeah, I'll finish organizing. But so that brings us to what I'm doing different this year. One of them is I'm not starting tomato seeds inside, and I feel great about it. It makes me feel better. I am also planning a fall garden this year on purpose. Cauliflower, broccoli, more yellow, and green beans. That worked great for me last year, doing them in the fall too. So I'm planning on doing carrots, cauliflower, broccoli, and beans, and I'm going to start them in the house in June and July-ish. June-ish, and get them out to the garden right around the time a lot of things are coming out, like the garlic and all that. So those are things I don't have to worry about right now. I already told you I'm planting more flowers for the pollinators. I'm also not going to grow potatoes this year. It was fun. They were delicious. I enjoyed it, but I grew them in totes last year, and it worked pretty well. I say that, but when I say no potatoes, and it makes me feel like I should, but no, I'm sticking to it. So unless potato prices look like they're going to go insane, I'm not going to grow any. We'll see what happens with the price of potatoes, but as of right now, I'm not. I wish I could show you the plans for the garden, but David's still working on them. But we're definitely going to do more raised beds. All the old garden is being torn down, and it's going to be all raised beds and nice little rows and a big screen around it to keep critters out. And yeah, so I am really looking forward to this year. I think that's all the things that I'm doing different, other than no potatoes, no tomatoes, planting some things just for a fall garden. So we've got a busy few weeks ahead of us. It's a good thing David is part-time right now, because we need all the days we can get that he has off. So there we go, folks. Are you all ready? Are all your seeds coming in? Are you doing anything different this year? Are you doing some things the same? I'm hoping to get this video up very soon because my next live is going to be talking about, with some of my friends, some things we're doing different, some things we're doing the same, what our hopes and plans are for garden season this year. So let me know down in the comments what you might be doing different this year, what you're doing the same, what you're maybe trying some new things like me. I'd love to know. I love hearing about it. And please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. It means very, very, very much to me. As you know, one of my other goals this year is to grow my channel even more. So all your support really helps me with that. Until then, take care. God bless. And we'll see you all soon.